today because I connected with Akin Yildiz online on Facebook through the 757 Makerspace, which is another great part of the community around here. And he was talking about a wearable warm hat, and I was like, where can I buy one of those? And he was making them. So I said, hey, would you please come speak to us and tell us about what you're doing? And so he agreed to. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to Akin Yildiz.
Hello, good morning, and thank you for inviting me. I posted online about the heated hat, but I have other products too that I'd like to share with you today. Who has heard of Instructable's webpage? Okay, it's popular mostly between the ages of 13 and 6, probably, I guess. How about Arduino? Any background in electronics, programming? Not much? Okay. I don't have any background in electronics or programming at all. I went to school for business management, got out, just did some random stuff, and I met this webpage called Instructables about 2 years ago. And within 2-3 months, I taught myself just from that webpage how to program, how to build circuits, anything electronics-wise. And from what I've learned from that, I created the world's first, let's go with that.
This won't count.
I was always very into gardening and plants, and I always wanted to teach people how to garden because we all struggle sometimes. And people already teach how to garden, and I couldn't really offer anything so specific because I'm not a professional gardener either. So again, just by luck, I came about this webpage, and people were using technology to aid them in their solution with their life problems, mostly in the gardening section too. But nobody really took all these ideas and put it into a finalized product. So what I did was I saw some people using light sensors or water sensors, temperature sensors that alarm you when your plant is thirsty or cold. So I took all that and put it into one simple package and created this non-profit, research-based webpage, basically, where I get questions from all over the world all day long now. I have followers, over 800 followers, and probably over 1 million views combined here on Facebook too. Basically, I created the world's first emailing standalone plant pot. That one right there looks just like a regular plant pot, but it can email you when it's thirsty, when it's cold, too hot, when there's not enough light. You can tell you just put a seed in it, or you just transplanted a plant that's at this age. It just starts keeping a track and posts all this data online, graphs it, and it's all open source, it's all solder free, it comes in a kit like this. You charge it like a cell phone, you put it out there, it just does what it's supposed to do. And based off of this and how easily I was able to start doing this, and I actually sold a few of them in kit forms, I just wanted to start teaching that aspect more than the gardening, because just by putting together this, you can learn enough to automate the lights in this room where we walk in, or the sun goes down, the lights will turn on automatically. Like, it's all the same stuff that's in this plant pot, same technology. So I decided to branch off of the plant stuff, but more into just electronics in general. Even though it's very simple for people to find this online, they still don't have the time to really sit down and learn. So I saw the opportunity in the market to make these kits. You just get the kit, instead of just handing to you a finished product, I want to teach you how these sensors come together. It's all plug and play, like I said, there's no solder. So that's what I got into basically after that. That's a box. It's a sealed box that can also automate the lights and watering and the temperature as well. It comes in any size and shape and form. This is a device you can attach next to any existing plant in your garden or in your pot, and turns that plant pot into a smart pot basically, instead of you transferring the plant into and based off of this, as I learned more about the technology and the electronics, I started, I was working at a restaurant at the same time, in the meantime while I was doing all this. And our refrigerator system went down a few times in the same week, and we lost all this food and just had to throw it away. And then I was just thinking, I could put the same temperature sensor into any of these fridges and have it alarm the owner, because there's tens of thousands of dollars of frozen goods in there. And so I invented this thing called Frigilife. You basically just plug it in. It's a USB device. It's a Wi-Fi thermometer basically. You just plug it into either a battery or your phone charger, anything like that. And right now it comes with the phone app. It tags again, like you can just keep adding these to every fridge you have. And as you can see, it comes with the app, and it grabs on the app. You set your too high and too low temperatures. It's very, very simple. You just plug it and play. There's nothing to it. Such systems exist, but they're really expensive and complicated. Someone else has to come in and install it for you, most likely. And there's usually monthly fees that they just charge you for absolutely no reason. And they don't even come with smartphone apps either. We actually had one in our big fridge. It was $1,800. We had a $30 monthly fee, and it failed once I was there within the 2-year time frame. So luckily we were there to catch it. But there's Arduino, let's get back to it, is a tiny device that you program it with your laptop. You just hook it up to your laptop, and you can program this, and you attach sensors to this tiny device. It's as low as $3 right now, and it's half the size of this actually. You can get as low as this, half the size of this. And big companies are lacking this technology. Like, this just changed the game in such a broad way. They can't even compete with this anymore. Like I said, I just learned how to use this, and I invented all these stuff that just destroys their business, basically. I have a few competition with the Smart Plant Pot. They still haven't came out with their version, because their price is too high, and no one's gonna pay like $70 for a single plant pot to do all this. And I actually go to their web pages and post my technology, revealing everything on their YouTube page or Facebook page, saying, hey, you don't even have to wait for this to come out. You can make it. The electronics here is $12, and you can do anything. You can open your garage door with that, anything.
So let me go ahead and interrupt you there, because you're starting to get on some things. I know people have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
so first of all, thank you. That was a very interesting story. So the storytelling part of it is really what gets people interested. And you're starting to touch on these topics, so I'll just open it up to questions, and I just want to start with one.
Well, before that, real quick, all the stuff I showed you so far, it kind of slowed down lately, simply because there's not really any more to put out there left. But I consciously sit on Instructables and wait for people to put up new technology of any sorts and any kinds. And the newest one was this heated clothing technology, which does exist already. Like you've seen heated blankets and jackets probably. They use wire, just old school wire that doesn't bend as much, and it's not as comfortable. But this guy in Russia, he's one of the very, very few people that manufactures this thing called carbon fiber tape. It feels just like a cotton piece of cotton cloth. You can cut it with scissors, you can stitch it just like cotton. But when you apply electricity to it, it heats up based on its size, surface area basically, and how much voltage you apply to it. You can get different, so that just changed the technology for like, it took it to another level because you can't use the wire as comfortable as what this is. And I saw it. It's been out for 3 years. Nobody has done anything about it except the guy himself. And he's not into making a finished product, but more into, he's already manufactured. He just wants to send this stuff out. So I contacted him. He sent me a whole bunch of free, like yards of this stuff for free. Especially I posted this Instructable about it. Costs about $5, including the battery, to make a heated hat. And I've been using it for 2 months now. I have other versions of it. It's working great. And you just
Need more cold weather.
you can use a battery like this. You charge these batteries. These are called power banks, by the way. They're out to destroy regular batteries, AA batteries. We're not going to have them any longer very soon. They sell these everywhere now, even at dollar stores. They come in all different sizes and shapes.
What was that battery again?
Power bank, it's called. There's a lithium-ion battery in there, the same one that's in the Tesla cars. You charge it like a cell phone, and there's a USB like on your laptop. So anything USB you plug into this, fridge alive, this, or my plant pot has this inside too. You just plug it into it, and it starts working. It starts heating up, and you can put this in your pocket, put the hat on, done. This lasts about 4 hours. This can last up to 12 hours, and it can just keep going on after that. Or you can, I'm currently working on making like a Velcro solar panel on your back, so as long as you stand outside, your clothes will just heat up without the need of a battery.
Yeah, okay, so you are, I mean, I got a gazillion questions.
Are you officially done with your presentation?
I want to bring it back. I want to bring it back to the big thing, though. Is what is your goal? What do you want to do? Is this a for-profit business, or do you want to be an inventor?
I guess I am more of an inventor than for the plant doctor family side. I was shooting to make a Kickstarter campaign. I found a few local directors, movie people who can help me with it. That's pretty much done, but
So if I were to like grassroots entrepreneur, kind of working by yourself, or do you envision a manufacturing company? Like, what does this look like in the future?
for Fridge Alive, we already have a supplier from China. We made custom circuit boards that is in here. By the way, you can send files to China, and within 4 days they will send you circuit boards custom. Like, I learned how to make circuit boards with open free software just online. It's so easy. It's unbelievable.
And competition, what questions do you guys have for
Well, this, we were,
put your hands up. And
I quit my job
Steve.
to focus on this.
Scott.
So I raised all this money, and my partner, just the two of us, who's the programmer, because my programming is just enough to make like simple stuff. This needed some really detailed background, and he's missing in action, so this kind of took a hit. And Plant Doctor is at where it can be, I guess, as long as it's a kit, like for anybody to use, not too complicated. So I'm just constantly trying to figure out new technologies to improve on, I guess.
Scott had his hand up and then.
First,
Don't be insulted by what I'm saying here.
Oh, no.
don't worry.
When I hear your presentation and I hear you talk and how you go through this, to me, you are like Wozniak, and you need a Steve Jobs.
Right.
I mean, that's just what I see. I see a guy that all you want to do is invent, and you want to build things, but what you need somebody to do all that other stuff.
I am so amazed that I am at this level right now. Like, again, I had no background, and all this stuff is online for free, and I don't know what got me into it, but it just happened. And Makerspace is a community workshop. Basically, you get a membership there. We have any machinery you can think of, 3D printers, laser machines, anything. And I was very lucky to be living 2 streets over this place, and I just walked into it, and Bo, the owner, I showed him all the stuff I got, and we've been doing workshops there. I usually put together workshops where you come in and we put together these electronics that you take it home.
I have a question. I'm still, in your presentation, you have fascinating products, and I'm really excited about it. I spent all day asking questions about those, but business-wise, I still don't get it. Meaning, I don't know if you have a parent company and all these are consumer products under one company, and you're...
That's what I tried to do. You may have seen Blue Turtle Tech as the main company name. I decided to, since I'm coming up with too many different things, I decided to just make this one company and just branch out to different, like nobody really needs to know about that company. They'll just hear about Fridge Alive or Plant
Those are
Doctor.
brands.
Brand, basically, products.
Products under a company. So where does the company stand? I'm sorry, I couldn't remember. What'd you say?
Blue Turtle Tech.
Blue Turtle. I mean, where is that, and what are your goals for the company?
It's just started on paper. We got the tax ID and everything, so technically it's started, but I don't have anything, like if you say, hey, I want a heated hat, I'll make one today. And
So it's a one-by-one kind of thing, and you're doing it
it's
online?
kind of keeping it quiet. Like I don't want to just bring it out there, but like I said, people ask me questions online all the time, and
So you don't have any formal distribution
not yet,
or
no.
anything like that?
No. Well, just when I'm about to start with one of them, something else pops out, and all my attention just kind of goes to that. Like
One last question, I'm done. Do
Go.
you have patents on any of these things?
when you post stuff on these Instructables, you see the license down there on the right side. Yes, you choose the license, and currently they're all under non-commercial share alike. It means you as a person, individual, you can make one for yourself, but you cannot sell it without my approval. I don't know how protected that is as much as like a patent, but it is officially posted online with the date and everything. So if it comes to that, I think we can hire a lawyer, and we definitely have an advantage. Plus, I'm giving the technology away for free. I don't think I figured the only way I can combat these $1 million companies is to reveal their technology, so people come to us with questions and have the oldest company. Like we can always say, hey, we made the first plant pot, smart plant pot. We made the first Fridge Alive.
So Akin, so just a comment on that IP strategy. It's an interesting strategy. It's the opposite of patenting. It's if you can only patent something that is new and unusual, and not known to the public. You can't patent just anything just because once it's out there. So some people in the Creative Commons area are deliberately putting things out on Creative Commons licenses to prevent that technology from being patented. And so no one can patent exactly what you did and everyone can share from it. So that actually is a form of intellectual property protection.
One step ahead of all of them.
But now I think everyone here is saying, hey, you are amazing. The stuff you're creating is amazing, and we all want some. But you've described your own problem as you're just you right now, right? Akin? So are you looking for a partner? How are you you need to expand beyond you. So do you have a plan to do that?
Well,
and are you still working full time while you're doing this?
No, not anymore.
So do you have enough revenue now that you can?
Not revenue, just time.
You saw it.
Iron out into that.
Just so folks here, everyone here knows, the type of companies that we encourage to come through here are, I've got an idea and I want to see if it's worth anything, to I'm doing this for 3 years and I want to grow. So,
The money I raised was from Frigilite, and most of it I used it for other stuff that I was making, like almost none of it went to
you
Frigilite.
reinvested it back in the company.
Exactly, others back to the company, even though the people didn't know about that.
So how many units of that did you sell? Is it like tens, hundreds, thousands?
No, like 15 we sent around, but I have about 50 of them boxed up, ready to go. But again, the app, the smartphone app is kind of buggy that needs to change. But my partner is even more all over the place, let's say, with his stuff. He's trying to invent, he made this solar panel technology that's not panels, but mirrors. He focuses the sunlight like a magnifying glass when you burn newspaper. It's like hundreds of times cheaper.